Guys, I just wanted to say, what do I have to do to get subscribers? Now, on this video, as you can see, I'm not wearing my glasses, but that is because my glasses are pretty messed up right now and I need new ones. So some videos I'll wear it, some videos I won't. Anyway, I know lately it's been hard to get subscribers. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about my experience this year in wrestling. And hopefully this can get me subscribers. But, I don't know. Maybe people just want me to do something crazy to get subscribers. I don't know. But I wanted to talk about my year in wrestling. It's maybe hard to believe I am a freshman this year. Something that may seem like I'm lying, but I'm 100% positive on this. I am a freshman. And you know, this wrestling season was crazy for me because I came in middle school always saying that when I would go to high school, I would join the wrestling team. That's exactly what I did in high school, when I entered high school. And wrestling had been something that it had been something I've loved since I was a baby. Wrestling has been something. It has been my first love. Got wrestling tapes. I can show you guys that. I got wrestling games. I got wrestling I got a lot of wrestling stuff. I tell you, it has been my love. And I know it's not the same kind of wrestling as wrestling in school. I've always watched WWE and that's where I got my main start from. And I watched it ever since I was a little baby. And it's just in me. And all I wanted to do entering high school was join the wrestling team. Um, it was a rough challenge this season that just passed. I expected the hard work. I knew that would happen. I wanted it to happen because, for one thing, I love wrestling, and that's I wanted to deal with the experience. So, it didn't really. It was hard. Like, I remember the hardest day of practice was my first day of practice. That had to be the hardest day of practice, the very hardest day of practice. And by the way, if I have to make a part two of this video, I will, because for some reason it seems like I might have to stop early on this video because my camera isn't going to be able to record all this stuff. I don't know. But anyway, um, you know, wrestling for me is my love, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And like I said, when I joined the wrestling team, it was a rough start. It was my first time actually being able to experience of it other than watching on television. And it was nothing like wrestling on TV. My coach actually hated when you would compare that kind of wrestling to wrestling on TV because they're not the same. They're two completely different kinds of wrestling. He would say that's actually something that would tear our sport down. But wrestling for me, this season was crazy. I remember my first match. I actually lost my first match, and evidently was on my birthday. I really did not want to do that match, but I did it, and I put up a good fight, but I just couldn't win it. And you know, I was a little bit disappointed this year. I had a lot of frustrating times because I didn't really get my shine like I wanted to. I didn't really get that shine. I lost a lot and some of the matches that I lost, I should have actually won. And it may be hard to believe, but I actually did a lot of exhibitions than actual matches. Like the first match I did it was on my birthday. Then the second match I did, we went against these two schools, Bowie and High Point. Now, I'll say this: I'll never forget the day that I lost against when we lost against Bowie and High Point, because when I wrestled that boy at High Point, he beat me so quickly that at that point, that was to the point where I had really bad feelings of myself and wanted to do something really bad to myself. So I did not um, think anything of it positive. I was really angry that night. I came home. I remember I was frustrated. I was so mad. I wanted to kill myself. I just wanted This season for me was very stressful. It was a very stressful season. You know, I was a first year wrestler. I wasn't the only first year wrestler, but I was only freshman on the team. But I was a first year wrestler, and it was my first time I actually experienced getting on the mat and seeing how it really is. And and it was tough. My first match, I lasted for a while, but at first I could never last past the first period. There's 3 periods, of course, and high school wrestling when you have matches, and I couldn't even go past the first period at first. That may seem hard to believe, but it's actually true. And then a little bit around the time that we had our tournament is when I kind of lasted a little bit longer. When we had our tournament. That's when I made it to almost the second period. And that match I'll never forget because I remember losing that match and I was so pissed because I had 2 matches with 2 match elimination. I lost both of them. The first one I lost really quick because I made one simple mistake. The second one I lost because, oh well, looks like I'm gonna have to make a part two. Didn't mean to cut off this much, but I'm gonna have to do it. 5, 4, 3, 2.